If you're one of the many viewers that have asked what I eat in a day, then this video is for you because I'm going to go over some of my summertime meals. It's all coming up next at Style at a Certain Age. Hi ladies, it's Beth. Get excited because we have a much requested video on deck because this channel is dedicated to aging with grace, strength, and beauty, and this really is how I stay strong at 61, almost 62. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video, but if this is your first time visiting, a very warm welcome. Hit that subscription box before you go and the notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming your way. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Style at a Certain Age, and we have a lovely lifestyle blog, styleatacertainage.com. Okay, well I have a few things lined up as you can see, and we will go through what I eat in a day. This is my summertime routine because when it's hot out, I don't necessarily want a roast chicken or something that I pull out of the oven. I really keep it very, very simple and light. But before we get into all the specifics, I just want to mention I'm 61, soon to be 62, and any woman that has hit 50, has hit menopause, knows that every single year gets more challenging to keep our weight in check. So one of the things that I have learned, and I learned this when I was on a health journey, when I was 59, turning 60, and I really wanted to be in tip-top shape, I came across a program called Faster Way to Fat Loss, and I will link that down below. But this was a program that finally came along and the light bulb went on where I realized that diet is 90% of the game. Even though we want to age with grace, strength, and beauty, so I do go off to the gym. Strength training is so important. We want to keep our balance, we want to keep our flexibility, Pilates, cardio, all that's very important. But diet is 90% of the game. So when I finally accepted that, everything really, really changed. So I'm going to take you through what I eat in a day, and I will also share with you, I incorporate intermittent fasting, and that was also something that Faster Way to Fat Loss taught me. 3 years ago, it was still kind of on the fringes. Now it's very mainstream, so I'm sure you've heard of it. But it's really just a system where you have an 8-hour window where you eat all of your meals in those 8 hours, and the other 16 are spent in a fasting state, okay? So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I have is a cup of coffee. I have an espresso machine, love coffee, and so I will indulge in 1 cup, and I also add a little bit of cream to that. So it's organic cream. And another tip that I will share with you to be very, very healthy with your diet is to look for those organic products. Look for the chicken that wasn't raised on antibiotics or the beef, or if you're looking for protein like that. So as much as possible, I stay away from processed foods and fast foods and all of that. I'm not a purist, but mostly that's what I've wrapped my head around, really just feeding my body in really, really good ways. So coffee in the morning, cream, and then I typically will work out, and then I will just start on water because water is so important, and it will also keep your hunger at bay. So I track my water with this Yeti cooler, and I go through 4 of these a day. I know it may seem like excessive, but it's really, really not. So 4 of these in a day. But when I want like something with my meal that's different than water, I love green tea. And I will also mention I'm single now. So Trader Joe's is really where I go because they have so many items, single serving items and prepackaged things, and nice little amenities like this green tea. So I just stock up on their green tea, and I'll have that with my meals. I'll take some mint from my garden just to kind of spice it up. Smells so good too. So that's what I'll drink for my meals. Every once in a while I will bring in wine or alcohol. I try to reserve that for Fridays, Saturdays, and maybe midweek if at all possible, because alcohol, as we know, has those extra calories. And even though wine is good for you, too much of anything is not a good thing. So I'll do that every once in a while. But if I really want to fill up and sometimes I will substitute this for a meal. So this is bone broth, and you can get this there again at Trader Joe's, so the chicken bone broth. And this will really satisfy your hunger. If you're just dying, just, throw some of this in a mug, heat it up, and you are good to go. So that's what I do for my morning, my morning time. So when it's time to break my fast, so I usually eat from 12 until 8. So I break my fast typically now that it's summertime. So I like smoothies. So I have discovered Daily Harvest smoothies. You perhaps know about them, but they just make my life just so easy. You can make your own smoothies, but this is like super easy. They have all the ingredients. Like this one has cherry, blueberry, banana, raspberry, kale, and then I just put in almond milk. I fill it to the top. I put it in the blender. That's my lunch, because there again, it's summertime, I'm hot. I'm not necessarily just dying, for something that's like, really a really substantial meal. So that's what I have for lunchtime. And then I set some snacks out. One tip that I will share with you is try to prepare everything. Like if I go to Trader Joe's and I get cauliflower, I just prepare that. So it's just really, really easy just for me to just grab a couple of stalks. Same with broccoli, carrots. So veggies are a really easy, safe snack. And if I'm extra good to myself, then I will come along. So this is Mediterranean hummus from Trader Joe's, one of my favorites. You can make your own as well, but this is very, very healthy. It's good protein. So that's a snack that perhaps that I would have in between lunch and dinner. Now for my dinner time, again, since it's summer, I have been living on salads. So I will come along and I'll just, I'll get some kale and I'll get some edamame. Again, a really good source of protein. And I'll put it in a big, big bowl like this. And then I'll throw some nuts in, some cranberries, some onions, whatever I have on hand. So I just throw this together for a big, big salad. Sometimes I eat this all by itself because there's a couple times a week where I don't want to add any protein and I'll just have a salad like this. But on the days that I do want to add protein, it's very easy to do that. I keep hard-boiled eggs on hand, some chicken breasts on hand, then I'll just cut those up and I just throw it in my salad. And then I have a very substantial meal. I always dress it with olive oil and lemon, because also one thing that will kill your meal is a salad dressing that is, too sugary or just has, just too many ingredients, and that can just really it will just keep your calorie intake up and not just be super, super healthy. So that's my dinner. And there again, if I want something that's a nice snack, or maybe I have a little bit of sweet tooth, then I'm gonna go for some berries. I'm gonna go for some fruit, but berries are a pretty good way to go because a lot of fruits have a lot of sugar in them. Berries are lower on the sugar content, so that's why I'll go with berries first. So blueberries, so good, also good for your brain. Blackberries, raspberries, and if I really want to be a little naughty, I'll just get some whipped cream. So this is just from Trader Joe's whipped cream. It only has 20 calories for 2 tablespoons. And I'll just, squirt a little bit of that on top of my berries. And it really just satisfies my sweet tooth. And then the last thing that I will just share with you, another really good snack. So these are, again, Trader Joe's. They're just my go-to store. So this is Omega Trek Mix. And this is the dried cranberry and roasted nut blend. Really very, very satisfying, and also, if I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but nuts are so good for your brain, so I like those. And if I really want to be a little naughty, goodness, that olive oil is going to go over, isn't it? This is a trail mix, again from Trader Joe's, and it has chocolate in it, because chocolate is actually very good for us, but there again, moderation. So there you have it. That's what I eat in a day in the summertime. Very easy. Intermittent fasting makes it, again, where I just have that 8-hour window. I focus on veggies, I focus on fruits, mostly natural things, organic, and there you have it. Okay, well, there you go. That's what I eat in a day in the summertime. And as I said, It doesn't get any easier as we age, but there's so many things that we can do and incorporate to, as I said, we're like fine vintage Mercedes, and we're going to keep our engine purring as well as we can. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Of course, hit that subscription box before you go, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.